Hey guys, I'm back with another video review, and today we're going to be taking a look at the SH Figuarts Birds of Prey Harley Quinn. Um, right off the bat, I did not think I would really like this design. I mean, I didn't hate it, but, I was kind of like, this isn't the huge with the red and black and everything like that, or even the red and blue. So, I was a little, I wouldn't say put off, but I was a little weirded out by the design. But it turns out I've warmed up to it, and turns out to be a really cool design. So, yeah, let's just jump right into it. And we won't take too long looking at the box because I don't know if you guys really care about looking at these, but I mean, it's the usual SH Figuarts kind of thing, SH Figuarts, their description of the line, Harley Quinn, Birds of Prey in parentheses, because that's the version that this figure's from. Speaking of which, you got her right there, next to the logo, and the Bandai Spirits, right here, and Tamashii Nations, and picture wraps around to this side, where there's not a lot of things. And then, cool little image right there. And then Birds of Prey again on the top. There's nothing. There's the window that continues to the front. And then there's the bottom with your possible winning lottery numbers. And on the back, your usual kind of promo pics and poses on the back with the stuff that I cannot read. I'm sure it's a bunch of warnings and stuff, but that's basically it for that. Let's take as my tongue stops working. Let's take a look at the figure, and this is indeed an awesome figure. It's funny. I was on Nippon Yasan, and I saw this figure, and I was like, I don't know. I mean, I'm not really too keen on the design, and I think this was before I saw the movie, and then I was like, you know what, it's $46 and some change, why not? And you know what, I'm glad I picked it up, and it's honestly a really cool figure. And I really do like some of the tempo work, like, the tattoo peeking right here. I love I think my favorite one is the one around her right forearm with the red and black tats, the diamonds. That's really cool. Very similar to her her other costumes. I mean, I don't think you could see it, but if you go to my Instagram, you'll be able to see it in photos. You got the J logo on her tats on her shoulder. They did actually include the rotten tattoo on her jawline this time, whereas on the Suicide Squad version, they did not. I don't know why. Maybe it's concept or budget cuts, but I'm guessing budget cuts because the prototype of the Suicide Squad version had it. But anyway, she still has the heart under her eye right there. And, it's pretty much all one color. The knee joints are a bit off-putting, but we'll get to that. But yeah, awesome gold paint, and then the pink tank top is really nice as well. And obviously, the red lipstick, the eyes, and the blue and pink on the pigtails, which are on ball joints. And unfortunately, well, let me come back to that. So you can move them back, like so. Hold on, let me readjust here. Okay, so you can fold them back if you really wanted to, or you could bring them forward. You can bring them up, down, rotate them. You could get all kinds of crazy out of them. Pretty much like the first Figuarts Harley, which is pretty cool. The biggest issue is you only get one pair, so when you swap the heads, you have to put the you have to take the pigtails off of the head that's currently on the body and put them on the head you're swapping it with. So that is unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. I do honestly wish they went with the Suicide Squad routes and just gave each head a pair of pigtails, but I mean, it is what it is. So, but let's but speaking of which, let's just continue with articulation. So with the head and neck, the neck is on a double ball peg and the neck is on a single ball peg. So with both joints, she can look up really far, which is awesome. She can look down pretty much all the way. And then, of course, you get your tilt, which is what you need for a Harley figure. It expresses attitude. And then you do obviously get the swivel. And the necklace is I want to say it's casted in silver, because it kind of looks like it's in that kind of unpainted silver plastic. I mean, it looks nice, don't get me wrong, it's just, I think that's what it is. But, anyway, the shoulders are on a ball peg and a ball hinge, so you can shift them up, down, back, forward, and if you want an additional bit of forward movement for those shoulders, there is a butterfly joint. I'm showing you on the left because it's kind of scary tight on the right. I mean, I haven't broken anything on the right, but still, you could get that extra range of movement where you can, you know, get your arm forward. Like she wants to shake hands, or like she wants to slap someone, or something like that. I don't know. You know, it's your figure. You can do what you want and take photos of whatever you want to take photos of her doing. So, but yeah. So that's the shoulder movement, and you don't really get a true bicep swivel, which I know people gripe and complain, you know, oh, there should be a bicep cut, but it looks a lot better with with no cut, and I mean, you can still get it at the shoulder, and if you don't feel like that's enough, then you could get it at this really awesome single hinged elbow, which, by the way, gets you more than 90. So, isn't that awesome? So, for those who are all like, you know, oh, double hinged elbows are better, well, okay, but, I mean, single hinged elbows are, you know, they can give you about the same, if not around the same amount of range. It looks a bit cleaner, and, I mean, as far as retail figures go, at least. And it's less parts, so. But there you have that. And then you have a ball hinge, so you can move your hands up and down. Here, let me zoom out a little bit. So you can move your hands up and down, or you can move them in and out, again, if you want to have her slap someone, which is always fun. So, I mean, I haven't slapped anyone, but, I mean, I've seen the slap bed episodes of How I Met Your Mother. Fun times, I bet. But, anyway, oh, I don't think I showed you, but you can, in fact, move her arms out to the side that far, which is awesome. And obviously, because there's a ball peg on the inside, you can rotate it all the way around. But as for the torso, the only thing is that due to the design and how Bandai and Tamashii kind of, I don't know if I'd say over-engineered it, but kind of over-engineered it. The torso, or the torso joint is kind of useless, but while the forward movement at the waist isn't that far, and then back you do get a little more, you get insane tilting. Like, you could do cheerleader poses with this thing, which, you know, if you wanted to, you could do that, because basically, and let me show you, sometimes that happens, because basically, the reason why the torso joint doesn't work is because it's a single ball peg from the chest into the abs, but from the abs into the pelvis, it's a, here, let me put this back together real quick, just so it's easier. There we go. Okay, so it's a Hugo ball joint at the, from the abs. I don't know if you can see it, but you can kind of see it move down there, but yeah, you get the picture. If you have this figure, you should know as well, but yeah, it's a Hugo ball peg in there, and then it goes down to a smaller ball peg into the kind of pelvis. So like I said, forward and back may be a bit limited because of the, the pants, but tilting, not a issue. Alright, so as far as the legs are concerned, we don't have any kind of drop-down hinge, but you don't really need it, because you can do them high kicks. So, she can do them high kicks. She can actually almost do the full Monty. She's just shy of it if you do it this way. But, I mean, obviously straightforward is not going to work, but, I mean, lean her forward a little bit. Almost the full Monty. And then, she can almost Van Damme it. So, very close. So, awesome hip movement there. A little bit of a thigh swivel built around the ball peg. You do get a double knee, which it is a little unsightly, mostly because they left it unpainted, which I get why, but I wish they kind of could have at least tried to dye it this more rich gold color instead of that ugly pale gold, but I mean, it is what it is. And for her ankles, they move up a little bit, back a little more, and then it's the same kind of ball hinge type joint, so you do get some pretty good ankle pivot, and then you get a toe hinge for heels. And with her being on heels, even with a toe hinge, she has no problem standing, which is really, really good. So, there you have that. And I think we'll jump into accessories now. Okay, so I thought I'd kind of move the camera over a little bit so that, my shoulder can kind of rest a little bit. I'm trying to keep my camera, bag, out of the frame, but I have it, trying to keep the garage door and the set open because I want to, do something for, one of the reviews I'm planning, but anyway, you do get 2 extra face sculpts, one where she's kind of, laughing and then, or, just smiling with her mouth open and, showing more than just her teeth, and then there is a more serious kind of head sculpt with the lollipop stick poking out of her mouth, which is pretty cool. Like I said earlier, you do have to put the pigtails in when you swap the heads, which kind of does suck, but oh well, what are you gonna do? And speaking of Lollipop, she does have a left and right Lollipop holding hand, so you can have her with 2, or you can act like she's giving someone one, or you can just have her hold one or the other for when she's I don't know, eating a lollipop. We do get these, I don't know what to call these. These are like some weird kind of relaxed hands, but the thumb is kind of not relaxed, if that makes sense. So I've kind of determined it as she's either holding the weight of her mallet, or these are for when she's roller skating. You know how people swing their arms when they're roller skating? Maybe it's for that. I don't know. But speaking of her mallet, you do get mallet holding hands, left and right, which I have on the... Oh, I dropped one. There you go. And they did sculpt the rings, and they are painted nice and sharply, I might add. I can't get in close enough for you to see them, but I mean, like I said, you'll see them on my Instagram if you follow me there. And while we're talking about hands and mallets and everything like that, let's talk about her mallet. Pretty much like we saw in Suicide Squad, just, you know, I'm not sure. I mean, I know this is intended, like a chip of wood was kind of lodged off of the kind of drum of the mallet, but I just don't know if this was there by the events of Suicide Squad, or if this was during the movie, you know, the Birds of Prey movie. But even still, you got some nice tampo detail going around with the red diamonds and the black and white stripe, the blue handle, and the black grip. So, you know, this is pretty cool. And I did have fun taking photos of her whacking some stormtroopers with this mallet. Or, well, it was her more chasing them with her mallet, but anyway. And then we also do get some swap out feet with her roller skates, and they do not roll. But honestly, you don't really need them to roll, because if they did roll, it'd kind of be hard to keep her on the shelf. So, but then again, the Astromech Droid mold from SH Figuarts rolls, and the Hasbro mold rolls. So I don't know what to tell you there, but yeah, metallic pink and metallic blue, some gold within the laces, and then some blue and pink wheels, and some silver at the bottom. So, and let's show off how these swap out. Alrighty, and just like the other two head sculpts, again, well, I guess I should kind of finish off with accessories, because I did forget to mention that we also get the kind of jazz action type hands on the figure out of the box, and the smiling teeth showing head, which looks a lot like Margot Robbie. So to swap the heads first, let's go ahead and do this part first, because it's the kind of tedious one, or not really tedious, but the kind of nerve-wracking one. So pop off the pigtail, put it on the new one, and do the same for the other one. Kind of put it on here. Oops, that did not pop in all the way. There we go. Sometimes you gotta make sure they pop in all the way, but there we go. Then you just pop the head off, pop the new one on, and there we go, as simple as that. Now with the roller skates, you just want to pull these off forward, and then you would just, there is a left and a right, so just keep an eye out for that. And these don't pop into place, but you'll know when they're secured on there. So there's that one, and there's that one. So there you go. And then you know how to swap hands. I mean, it's pretty much the same thing as the feet. So there you go. Alright, I got her all posed up, and she still has the skates on. So let's jump into some size comparison. Okay, so here I have her with the first SH Figuarts Harley Quinn, at least the first live-action SH Figuarts Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad, and that is a custom DC-17 pistol that she's holding, in case you're wondering, and the amazing Yamaguchi Rebel Tech Harley Quinn that I do have on her skates, just so you can see that all three of them do scale quite nicely with each other. So yeah, there's that. And here she is with my custom Starpool figure, and I'll be doing a showcase on that in the near future, by the way, and an Imperial Stormtrooper from Black Series. And just because, here she is with the Figma Overwatch Widowmaker, my custom Bandai R2 SP, and just because he's here, here's another R2 unit, the SH Figuarts R2D2, and because he's gold like a lot of her outfit right now, C3PO, again from SH Figuarts. So, overall, as I take these guys away, overall, really cool figure, fun to pose. I honestly had a lot of fun taking photos of her, like, you know, beating the crap out of stormtroopers with her mallets, and, well, I mean, it was mostly chasing them, but, still, yeah. I mean, if you don't like the outfits or the design or anything like that from the movie, obviously this is a skip for you. If you don't like Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, which if you don't, what the hell is wrong with you? Then obviously, then obviously this is a skip for you. And if you, actually, that's all the reasons to skip out on this figure that I can think of. I guess if you're turned off by import figures, then obviously this would also be a skip for you. But as far as, you know, what I think, I think that if you love Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, if you're a Harley Quinn fan, if you're a fan of her in Birds of Prey, if you thought Birds of Prey was a good movie and you want a representation of her in 6-inch form on your shelf, this is for you. This is for you. So, yeah, like I said, fun figure to pose around and everything like that. So, I mean, there's nothing else I could say. I recommend it if this appeals to you. So, anyway, hope you like the review, and I hope you like the photos on my Instagram, and I may get into, if I don't get into some editing for this video, then in future videos I'll get into some editing where I show photos in the end, in case you don't have Instagram. So, there you go. So, yeah, that's it for this figure, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh, and real quick, I don't know if you can see, but there's a little bit, I know it's kind of awkward and weird to show you, but there's a little bit of her jean shorts poking through at the bottom there. I don't know if anyone's really noticed that, but I saw that, I was like, huh, that's a cool little bit of detail. So there you go.